Bonjour mes amis, c'est moi Stephanie and welcome to your Workout Wednesday here at Sayezz Pilates and Beyond, where I help you move into your body like your home. Heart open, moving energy. So as you can see, my setup is similar to last week. I have my feet up trainer, I have my roller, and today I've added a pair of wrist weights. Feel free to do that. These are about a pound. We're gonna do a big arm sweep, and it just feels sometimes that gives us a bit more impetus to move in that full range of motion. And I also have my feet up trainer. So it is not necessary, but we will end with that same forward fold in a wide V stance. So grab your seat, grab your feet up trainer if you have it, and your roller, your broomstick, your Swiffer, your Pilates gondola pole, whatever you have. If you have the roller, thumb knuckles on top, and we're gonna do that same press down to peek up over. And today is really more of a tip. Cow forward, cat back, and then we do a cat forward, cow back. So it's a bit less undulatory. We will do some, but it's more of getting into this flow forward and back. So take a moment to place your hands either like this or like this with the pole. Feel what you are touching. With those hands, feel the surface of your mat or the floor underneath your feet, and then feel your clothing, feel your seat on whatever seat cushion you have. Hopefully it is cushioned. Take a moment to inhale. Feel all your width and your length and the space you're going to take up in your body and in your space. And then let's just jump right in. Arching forward, curling back. Yeah, so I'll face this way to begin. Arch forward, curl back. And it really is a tip and a tip. And like I mentioned last week, if it feels natural to let the legs open and close a bit as you move through this seated cat-cow, go for it. Otherwise, just keep the legs present by gently pushing down through the feet, feeling your toes. Face you this way again so we can see that peak in and X, in and X, in. Getting into that flow. And as we do, I want to thank you subscribers for being here. Welcome new subscribers, everyone. Hit that bell. Fresh videos like this drop every Workout Wednesday, and every other Monday I bring you a quick tip. Also, just check out all the goodies in the description. So many free offerings, so many fun memberships and classes to join, and big things are coming in soon, so stay tuned. And let's do about 4 more. Arching forward, curling back. Cow and cat. In and X. One last time. In and X. I'm gonna ask you to maintain your curl, maintain your cat back. Turn this way so you can see. And we just tip a little bit forward. And now here it's interesting. I was thinking, how do we feel this? Because it's more natural, I believe, to dive in the sequencing of the spine. So I want you to feel where your ribs are. In the curl, they're back. And then as we come forward, directly shift them into the arch. Ribs, so it's more at the ribs. I'd like you to feel. X. In. And if we begin to snake through a bit, that's great. It's difficult not to, even in the opposition that we just practiced. In and X. In and X. In. I'm going to face you here. Continue. In. Cat back forward. Cow spine back. And allow your eyeballs to be really present. So maybe they even track. They look down, they look up. They look down a bit more directly up. more. And then go ahead and take a moment to find center. Notice what's present. Your neck might feel a little bit longer, especially after that arching up or arching to take us up. I'm going to face you this way again. We're going to come back to that opposite one we began with, the cow forward, cat back, arch and curl. And then we're going to take one arm, and then as we curl back, we swing. As we arch forward, we swing. You can rest it on top each time. You don't have to. You can pass through. I'm going to play with both because it's interesting to feel that press down in both armpits, to feel that lift up in the sternum, up in the heart center. And let it be as best as you can a swing. So we're not muscling through the joints. We're just allowing, especially with the weights, I do believe it helps. Ooh, to find that flow, the down and then the suspension up. Eyeballs can follow the fingers. Sometimes that makes me dizzy. So if it makes you dizzy, don't do it. Maybe just look back and forward. Curl back, arch forward. Curl back, arch forward. Curl back, arch forward. Curl back, arch forward. Pause there. Now we reverse it. So we're in our curl. Then we pick up the hand, arch back with it. Scoop forward. And this is more really of a scoop. Pass through your prop. Scoop, palm up, flip, palm presses down. So we're really active in the space. Scoop, press, resist the down. Go with the flow of the up. Feel those ribs shift. Open your wings on your back. Open the lungs in the front. Two more. Two more. Now. It's difficult to let go of those dancer days in the 4s or the 8s. And as I was doing that, take a moment to kind of feel your feels. Not kind of, definitely feel your feels. And I was thinking my 2-year-old is bilingual and there's certain words he chooses in French and English. And mama, dig, mama, dig. And this is what this reminded me of. It's like we are literally digging in the ground. So excellent. Let's move on to the opposite side. I'm going to face you over here for a moment. Let's just come back into, on my seat here, come back into the arch and curl, getting that flow back in the body. And in, and X, and in, and X. Massaging the pelvis, X, in, and here we go. Let's toss the arm, back, and curl back, back to go forward. Curl, up, press, in, and X, in, and X, swing, suspend, swing, suspend. And again, maybe follow the fingers with the eyeballs, or just take a bit of that spiral back, spiral forward. And now really 2 and 1. Ooh, stay in the arch. And then we lead with that and curl, scoop forward. Up and X. Mamadig. And this is nice, this opposite, I just realized, oh yeah, the opposite arm with the roller or with your pole there is really holding space. Allowing for that rotation to naturally happen in the shoulder, in the upper body. Scoop and press, resist a bit, like we're in water. Feel those ribs lift, feel the back of the ribs open. Getting into that flow. Again, really 2 here. Last time. Take a moment to rest your prop. Let your arms just hang. Again, feel the feels, maybe the tingling, the buzzing between your hands. Maybe your feet are really present. Any muscular effort or shifts in your pelvis, especially inner groin and hips as well. Fabulous. And then let's go ahead and we're going to move on to the hips. Ooh, now that our shoulders and upper back are hopefully feeling nice and ooey gooey. So from here, we're going to come back to the arch forward, curl back, arch, and curl. And then as we arch forward, we take one leg. We're going to focus on one leg to start. We take it out to the side, flex out through that foot, come as far forward into the hips as you can. Curl back, we take that leg across. So we're still facing forward. There's a bit of a twist here. Take it as far across as you can with that leg, with the opposite partner there. Flex out through that foot, arch forward, curl back. Take it through, arch, and curl. Take it across, arch, and curl. Take it through and out, arch, and curl, and arch, and curl. And as you do this, you can probably hear the sound of my foot. Feel free to sweep your foot on the ground. Move this way a little bit to really continue to wake up the nerve endings there. And it's also giving your foot a massage, really nice. In and X, and in and X, and cow, and cat, cow again, cowabunga, shoops, in and X, in and X, in and X, and in and X. Now maintain your curl. Flex that foot, same pattern with the hip and leg. And now we move it into the cat first, cow after. Go for it. Here, really dive and arch, pass through center and dive without falling out of your chair and arch and dive and arch, pick it up and curl and lift and curl and lift. Oops, I went a little fast there. Curl and lift and curl. And really allow that foot to be nice and present in the flex. Up and X. One more out and across. Oh, there's that rhythm again. One more for reals. And then take a moment just to recenter. Ooh, it felt really like I was coming back down. There's a lot of that sort of exaltation up with that arch. So, and I'm definitely blinking in between. I'm looking down, looking up, and that helps me avoid becoming dizzy. So that might help you as well, because it is nice to really allow the head to go down, the eyes to go down and up, if it's available to your body brain in this moment. Let's move on to the opposite leg. Back into the arch and curl just for a few, the cow-cat. And now let's go for it. Reach the opposite leg out, curl back, sweep it across. Continue to reach forward as you can. My seat is a little wonky here, so I know my body's doing something slightly different, and that's okay. I'm gonna try to keep it in center as best I can. In and X without falling off my seat. In and X. In and X. In and X. Flexing out through that foot. In. In. In and X. Thank you, roller. In. 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 And in. And take a moment to be in center. Let's do one more cross. Then be in center. And now take that leg out, dive. Find the curl down. Arch up, pass through center with the leg, curl down. Arch up, pass through center, shoop. Up, and pass through center, shoop. And up, and pass through center, dive, drop that head down. And up, plant that opposite leg, shoop. Be as centered as you can. You can see my ribs are doing this wonky thing, partly because of the roller, partly because of, I'm gonna fall off my chair. So allow your body to do those, find those pathways that allow it to keep in balance. And again, as best you can, find that exaltation in your focus. Diving forward. And out, up, and across, and up. Find center. That was a joyous ride. I'm gonna take, I'm gonna leave these on. I'm gonna leave these on. So if you have yours, you might wanna leave them on too. And set your prop aside. Take a moment. Our 4-ball and socket joints are all greased up. And in honor of the season, we're gonna do a little bit of a spider. So legs can be real wide. Hands on the knees come sa with the fingers facing each other. And here are a little spider. We have 4, half of a spider. And we just take big waves, drop down. And then really allow yourself, it's like the hands open everything, arch, and then the hands close. So be nice and gooey. Araignée is the French word, and it's la, it's she, which I think is really cool. So be the biggest, gooeyest, fuzziest spider that you can be. Be her. Inhale. Exhale, drop the head. Let the shoulders shrug. Be really ooey gooey in that upper spine, in those ribs. In. And X. And just one more here. In. And X. Again, take a moment to just let things be. And then find your way up to standing. And as promised, I'll face you this way again. We are going to finish with a forward fold. If you have your seat, put it to the side. If you have your feet up trainer, like me, we'll lean into it. So go ahead and Make your legs nice and wide. Wherever you are, just plant the feet, arms nice and loosey-goosey. You can keep the wrist weights on if you have them. Nod the chin and continue to nod. If the feet up trainer is not there, continue to nod wherever your arms, head drop. If you do have the feet up trainer, we can take our hands on to allow ourselves to be supported and fit ourselves in. And let the arms, again, if you have the extra weight, there's extra weight there to carry them down, but let the arms be as loosey-goosey as possible. Give a little shimmy shake to the head, shoulders. I'm going to walk my feet more forward. If it feels available to you to grab the ankles, go for it. Wherever you are. And really anything else, any other shimmy shakes, stretching the arms, stretching the shoulders, moving the hips, bending the knees. Take a few moments here, getting the wiggles, shimmy wiggles in and out of your body. And beginning to let go of your focused breath, maybe opening the mouth. Sigh it in, sigh it out, pull it through your nose. Feel free to make a noise. And then wherever you are, soften your knees. Begin to roll up. Oops, feet up trainer. I'm going to have to move my feet. Ooh, heel toe the feet toward each other. Without knocking yourself in there. Just take a moment to stand tall on your feet. Thank your body for being connected to you in this way, and it thanks you for giving it this wonderful lubrication and movements through its joints. Feel free to stand there or take a seat like me, and thank you so much for being here. As I say, most classes, I really enjoy making these. So again, check out the description, all the goodies there for you, and I will see you next week.